Welcome back to a end of the month manga haul. I'm recording this on the 29th of May, but it will not be uploaded before June, so end of the month, start of the month. These are things I picked up in the later half of May. Let's start off with the stuff that you guys don't really care about, which is fantasy novels. Got The Sunlit Man. Got Arcanum Unbounded and Dawn Shot. Just to kind of tie up some loose ends in my Brandon Sanderson Cosmere collection. Yeah, that should be all the novels I have this time around, but we'll see. Let's get this one out of the way. I picked up the rest of Nana, so we have volume 4, volume 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put these away. Well, not put them away, but put them to the side. We have another stack here. Volume 10. Volume 11, just a thick one. Volume 12. 13. 14. 15. 16, which is another thick one. They look a little weird because they haven't really formatted them to be this wide, so like, I don't know, just this being lazy as usual. 9, volume 17. 18 is another thick one. 19, 20, and the unofficial last volume, 21. As the series has not been completed, but I do believe the mangaka is still active. Not sure if they ever plan on working on this series again, but never say never. Let's do one more new series that's new to me, and it is, I decided to pick up the first volume of Bright Story. I did not realize that these were like dust covers and had like this super old school look underneath. Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it'll be fine, but a Bright Story. Can't wait to get into this. It comes highly recommended. And now the rest should basically just be new stuff, like new releases and ongoing stuff. I think there's 2 new series in here. Oh, never mind. Let's do the last old thing. I finally bought Naruto, the 7th Hokage into Scarlet Spring. I'd just been missing this in my collection, and yeah, it was finally in stock, so I picked it up. Anyways, now let's do the new series. There are 2. There's one from a new imprint. I'm not sure if it's new, but it's not one that I've heard about before. It is Aloha Comics. They've probably done some Western comics and stuff, but they have released this very holographic manhwa adaptation of it says here manhwa adaptation of the original animated series. I did not know it was an original animated series. If I'd known that, I'd probably just have watched it and not picked this up, but oh well, it's a hardcover, very high quality. It comes wrapped. I'm not sure if it's because there's explicit stuff in here, or if it's just to like protect this holographic. But yeah, link click looks dope. Love the character designs, and this is definitely one of my most flashy books. It kind of reminds me of the what's that Death Game series that the Death Note guys did that had a bad ending. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, link click. And then there's one that I've actually not heard anything about, but I've just seen a lot of people be hype about it. So Hirayatsumi. It looks very cozy, and it's a Viz Sig. So I am assuming that there'll be a bit more. It'll be a bit more mature, not in the sense that there'll be like explicit stuff or anything in this, but that it's going to be more sophisticated than a lot of other stuff. Who knows? That's just my assumptions with it being a Viz signature release, and yeah, a lot of people that I respect in the space have been looking forward to this, so I picked it up and I'll be checking it out and hope you'll enjoy it. It's a very simplistic release, very white, which isn't bad, but I don't know, it also definitely makes it so that there's a very beautiful illustration for the front cover. It's front and center, and it's definitely the focal point for this volume, which is great because it's very nice. Let me turn down the ISO. Yeah. Alright, now it's just ongoing stuff. Let's do this pile first. So first up we have The Dangers in My Heart, Volume 8. I haven't been reading this for a while. I have now 4 volumes to read. I actually thought I dropped this, but I guess I kept picking it up. Might check out the anime. I don't know, I'm just not feeling these romance series like Komi, like Usaki-chan, Nagatoro, but there's a couple of them in here. This one is one of them. Actually, there's more than a couple. I think I see like 4. Well, oh well. The Dangers in My Heart, Volume 8. Nice little 7 Seas release. Then we have Volume 16 of Blood on the Tracks. I really need to get into reading this. I don't remember how many there are left. Can't be that many. I believe this is finished. But yeah, just picking them up and then where they come out. And here we have Volume 16 of Don't Toy with Me, Miss. Holy, Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro. Volume 16, very pink volume. I'm reading the scans whenever they come out, so this is going straight on the shelves. I'm not really feeling it at the moment. It's kind of a bit stale. Speaking of stale, we have Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers. Imagine Komi, but it's more lewd, and stuff happens instead of in 30 volumes, it happens in 6. But yeah, Volume 8. I'm also reading the scans for this, so another one will just go straight on the shelves. This was definitely on the chopping block and is hopefully finishing soon. Let's just get this over with. This is the last rom-com that I'm not currently super... Well, actually, I'm not reading this at this point. At this point, I think I read like 4 or 5 volumes. So this is volume 10 of 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. So I still have a bunch of volumes to read. Might sit down and just catch up one of these days. My TBR on next to my bed is finally kind of dwindling down, as I've been taking a couple hours every day to read. So expect a reading log here in the beginning of June, I'd say. Hopefully. I've definitely been taking notes on stuff, and there were a few days that I didn't really get around to read because I had some issues with the tooth, but that has been solved. So yeah, I'm back to having full focus, but also we're very busy at work, so it all adds up like that. It's always there's always something, you know. It is what it is. Next up, let's do a manhwa, a big one. Killing Stalking Deluxe Edition 6. I've only read the first one. I'm just picking these up. I don't know. This one is one that I want to read it, but I'm also just they keep coming out. You can't really keep up with everything. Next up, Shangri-La Frontier. How many do I have in? See, I was keeping up with this, but now I am 6 volumes behind. I'm really slacking because I really enjoyed this. This was scratching that fantasy itch I had. But yeah, I'm just letting the volumes build up, I guess. I don't know. I have a whole shelf over here with TBR stuff, and I have another half shelf in my library. We're currently in my new living room, so yeah, it's a process. I'm slowly chipping away at the TBR. Next up, we have Blue Lock Volume 12. This is one of the ones that I am purposefully not reading as they come out, just because I enjoy binge reading them more. Sorry, it's like 4 a.m. Innocent Volume 2. I still haven't read the first one. I think I knocked it down on my TBR shelf just because so many other things that I'm already reading. Eden Zero. I heard this one's ending soon. Wonder what Mashuma's gonna do next. He might even just make Dead Rock a longer series than it initially planned, but who knows. Here we have the thing that almost killed my my lust for reading. This put me in a slump. I enjoyed it, but it's a very slow read, and I was not in the mindset. I'm currently still struggling my way through Omnibus 2. Omnibus 1 was it was good, but it was also, I don't know. I've been struggling, but this is gonna go right on my nightstand because I'm currently reading it, and hopefully I have other stuff to supplement it, so I don't just sit and like read 20 pages of this and be like, never mind, I'm not gonna read anymore. But yeah, don't call it mystery. And next up is volume 2 of a series that I wish more people would be checking out, which is Gachiakuta, which is a great action post-apocalyptic in some ways, with some fantastic character designs and beautiful books. It's a Kodansha release. But yeah, this is definitely good. If you like Chainsaw Man, what other stuff like Blue Exorcist, stuff like that, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. It's a very fun and great series. Next up, we have a Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition 14. I feel like it wasn't even that long ago we got one of these. I guess Square Enix finally kind of got their shit together and stopped releasing like one book a year. Next up is a manhwa again, The Boxer 6. I've enjoyed the Boxer so far. It's nothing super fantastic or anything. It's pretty shallow, which is most manhwa, honestly, that's been releasing. It's, I don't know. I'm yet to be blown back by a manhwa, but this is good. Turn your brain off, action, not really action, sport. I don't know. It's okay. Then we have Chainsaw Man 15. I have not read anything of part 2. I'm just kind of buying the volumes, and then one day I'll binge it. Maybe. We have Dragon Ball Super, volume 21. Nice cover, but the covers are kind of pointless for this series, it seems. But yeah, just picking these up as they come out, just to add to the Dragon Ball collection. Here we have Twin Star Exorcist volume 31, a series that I have very little knowledge of, other than I've been recommended it, and it's about some exorcists, and it's relatively long, and it's often talked about when people talk about like Twin Star Exorcist Seraph of the End, and Blue Exorcist. It's kind of in that whole sphere of the genre or the fandom or whatever. One Punch Man 28. No idea what's going on in this cover. I started reading One Punch Man, but I stopped. I don't know why. I think I was reading it digitally, and then I just kind of got busy. I gotta get back on it because I really enjoyed it, honestly. And I love One's humor, and One Punch Man's great, and I fucking love Mob Psycho. So I just want to support One. Gotta remember, pre-order One's new series. Do not remember what it's called, but he has a new series with a different artist than Murata. So check it out. It's a fantasy series. Black Clover 35. This series was kind of forgotten by a lot of people, especially since it was moved to Giga, and Tabata's still writing the chapters as if they're like weekly chapters, even though he has what 3-4 months to write them. But it is what it is. It'll end eventually. We have Chojin X Volume 6. I read the first volume. I have no idea who this character is, but these books are very pretty. And here is a series that I'm also just picking up just because I started and don't want to. I just don't want an incomplete series in my collection, which is The Great Jahi Will Not Be Defeated. Check out that anime. Humor. Oh, sorry. The humor might be right up your alley, but it's definitely not the best thing out there. Here we have the Elusive Samurai 11. It's been a while since I read any Elusive Samurai. I've been letting as for the Holy series, I've been letting the volumes pile up, but it is on the TBR. I've been enjoying it. It's pretty mid, but it's enjoyable mid. Now this is something I'm super excited about. Candy and Cigarettes Volume 8. This is going straight on the nightstand. I have Volume 7 lined up to read this week. So yeah, this is going straight on there. It's a great series. 7 Seas. If you're in the market for something that's like Sakamoto Days but a bit different still, check out Candy and Cigarettes. It has a little bit more edge than Sakamoto Days. We got the re-release of Hellsing, Volume 7. I do not know how many of these are gonna be, but I am just picking them up just because I don't want the big ugly deluxe editions. Blue Box, one of the rom-coms. I'm actually not really a rom-com, it's more like a romance, just pure romance. Romance, high school drama, whatever, that I'm actually enjoying. It's a bit more, it has more depth than say like Komi or Hitomi-chan or Nakatoro. This is definitely good stuff. We have a bunch of the characters down the front. Very beautiful cover. Next up is a series that I'm super hyped about, Heart Gear. This is by the same mangaka that made Black Torch. And Black Torch was like one of my like series. Like, it's one of those short cancel series that I just wish got more of a chance, just because the characters, the characters, like the characters themselves, but also the designs are just super cool, and the paneling and the art. This has all that, but it is also. I mean, what I've read so far, I've really enjoyed. So I highly recommend this to anybody who is in the market for a action sci-fi series. And these volumes by it's actually a Viz signature. I thought they were Kodansha, but they have Viz signature. So they're a bit more expensive, but they're definitely worth it. And super pretty volumes, beautiful art. And this dude is super badass. And we're coming up to the last 3 volumes in this haul. Got Psalm 100 with another beautiful colorful cover. Haraso and Kotaro Takada are very talented with their covers, but also the story in general. I've been enjoying Sub 100. It's a great fun read. Very short volumes compared to what you're paying. I think, what are you paying now? $15 before tax. It's very thin, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Definitely a contender for best cover for this series. If you're interested in knowing my favorite covers of every single manga series I own, you can go check out my TikTok. I'm doing a series so far. We've done like 34, 35 entries, plus some bonuses of series that had like only one volume out. But yeah, go check it out. Over there I do a bunch of I do like anime streetwear hauls. I actually do the hauls over there before they come up here. They're just quicker to do, but also do my favorite covers of every manga series I own. I'll do that to completion, which is a low-key. It's a spread out collection tour basically. It's great fun, and there's a bit of a interaction over there, but I'd love to see some of you guys come over and check it out if you want. Link will be in the description to my Instagram, to my Twitter, and also to my TikTok. I am definitely more active on TikTok. Not sure if I've said this on this channel before, but TikTok is great fun right now, and it's just much easier than whipping out the camera, setting out lights, and so on. But it's also definitely more casual. Yeah, if you're interested in like streetwear, go check it out. I have some great bootleg t-shirts and so on that I'm showing off over there, and I don't gatekeep. I put every single brand. The only thing I gatekeep is where I buy my manga, basically, just because I don't want to fight over stock. But I don't gatekeep the brands of the clothing, the merch, and so on. I'm very transparent about the brands I buy from over there. So if you're in the market for some very cool anime t-shirts and like sweatshirts, hoodies, and so on, or even just anime inspired stuff, go check it out. I have a few great brands that release a lot of cool stuff. Some of it is more expensive. One of the brands is definitely affordable, and they release like a new design every week. So go check it out. It's definitely worth it if you are in the market for some cool anime inspired clothes that aren't cringe. All right, 2 volumes left. We got Ragnar Crimson 12. It's a decent fantasy series. And then we have Tokyo Oni Volume 3. I have not read this yet. I am just buying them like blind buy, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. It's the covers are definitely speaking to me, but that's happened before where I haven't enjoyed the series. But we'll see. So yeah, that was everything for this time. It was a bunch of stuff. Been saving up. Also just buying a little bit of extra stuff for the Nana and so on. But yeah, as I said, go check out the TikTok. Stick around for a reading log sometime in the beginning of June. And hope you guys had a good time. See you guys in the next one.